What's good YouTube? And in this NBA 2K22 signature series tutorial, we're going to look at Hakeem Olajuwon, also known as the Dreams, post package, looking at some of his signature moves, ranging from the Dream Shake to his different up and under combinations. So I haven't done a traditional post-up video tutorial yet, as I did with the other aspects of the NBA 2K22 game. That's because there are other more experienced people who know the post game much better than me. One of which is Jersey Made 93's post-up video called The Manual. I highly encourage you to check out that video to understand the concepts of what you can do in a post-up position, the different shots, counters, and moves you can execute. So the first signature move we'll be focusing at is the Hakeem Olajuwon signature pump fake, which we combine with different up and under combinations. So in order to execute the Hakeem Olajuwon pump fake, for example on the left side of the block with the ball on your left hand, you want to tap square as you are around the painted area. So it's very context sensitive to where you are on the court. This will initiate when you are near the basket or around the paint. And after this signature pump fake, you want to hold the right stick in any direction in which you want to launch your shot counter in order to perform any of your up and unders, which we discussed in our previous shooting tutorial video. Now the signature pump fake comes in many different forms. There's one that's very long and pronounced, but there are ones that are shorter and quicker. You want to familiarize yourself with these different animations in order to time your right stick holds correctly. It's very context sensitive and sensitive to the timing in which you execute the second set of up and unders, but try to practice and see what can be done. Now you can also use the left stick combined with your shot button, square in the PS5, in order to create your up and under combos, but I find it much easier to use the right stick when I'm doing the up and under combos. Our next move is a step over up and under combo, which is done by tapping the right stick towards your non-ball hand and then immediately holding the right stick towards any direction of your pivot launch. So for this particular move, I start by tapping the right stick left, then immediately holding the right stick down and right, and then immediately holding the right stick up and to the left in order to finish with a successful shot. So an easy way to think about it is to map the right stick to your non-pivot foot to match the shot motion of your up and unders. For this move, I start by tapping the right stick left, holding the right stick down and right, and then up and right to finish with a finger roll layup towards the basket. Here, after initiating a step over by tapping the right stick to the left, I just hold the right stick up and to the right immediately to finish with an up and under layup. Next is Hakeem Olajuwon's signature Dream Shake, which is essentially done by initiating any of your post-shimmy hook shots or post-shimmy fadeaways combined with your different up and under counters. To execute the Dream Shake, you want to hold L2 and R2 at the same time, and then hold the right stick up and to the left or up and to the right to initiate your post-shimmy hooks, or down and to the left and down and to the right to initiate your post-shimmy fadeaways. And if you want to branch out into an up and under, you want to let go of the right stick as you initiate any of your post-shimmy fadeaways or hook shots, and then immediately combine that with other right stick movements to perform your up and under combos. And as a tip, we've all seen that David Robinson highlight where Hakeem Olajuwon fakes David Robinson out of his pants 3 times in the same shot motion. But you want to be careful with how you do this move, as you're susceptible to be called for a traveling violation, or if you're too deep in the paint, you might be called for a 3-second violation. So while driving, in order to do any of Hakeem Olajuwon's shimmy fakes, you want to execute your half spin shot gathers or your spin shot gathers and then combine this with your other up and under combos. Now if you want to take your opponent off the dribble, you want to start by doing any of Hakeem Olajuwon's signature size-ups. For example, hold R2, tap the right stick up. But Hakeem actually has a different set of signature size-ups in the game, which is initiated by tapping the right stick to the left, up and to the left, or down and to the left with the ball in your right hand, and then immediately holding the left stick to the right. This results in a can dribble animation, which you can break out of into any crossover or explosive move, just as you would do your traditional size-ups. So try this move and see for yourself. I like to use this from a face-up position and then attacking basically slower opponents who I can abuse with my different up and under combinations. So I just want to end by showing you some other advanced combos. As you can see here, there are different launches you can do out of the step over up and unders. You can actually spin out of that. You can also launch out of that with any of your traditional hesitation moves. So just try to mix it up. Mix it up with your post pivot game, your face up game, your spin counters. Try and see what you can do with these moves in order to set your opponent up. Again, the best way to think about this is that Hakeem is a very unpredictable center. He can finish off of his left shoulder, his right shoulder, pivot, spin, and dribble and attack you many different ways. Think of this tutorial as the basics, but you'll have to learn how to develop setting up these moves in order to be as effective as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thanks very much. Peace.